That comic podcast.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to That Comic Podcast. I'm your host, Menti, and with me as always are my wonderful sidekicks. First, Mr. I didn't read the book, Moshko.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, there he is. And then there's P_features.
Hello, internets.
83 on 82 on PlayStation Network.
Yeah, 83.
83. I'm still remembering. All right. Well, it is one of the few times that we have got our hands on a book before it came out and are able to review it when it comes out. So this is an exciting time for us. But yeah, the big DC event just dropped, DC K.O, which sounds kind of dumb, and kind of in context it still sounds kind of dumb, but the whole theme seems pretty exciting. So that's what we want to talk about today, is go over the first issue. We'll do a little spoiler-free stuff. Then we're going to get into some spoiler territory for those of you who didn't pick it up and read it right away. And then we want to go over some interactive stuff that we just discovered while getting ready for the show. So, but with that being said, let's just real quick round robin. What did everyone think of this first issue? Moshko.
I didn't read it yet. I'm here for the number one, to learn a little bit more about this event, and number two, to provide some moral support for these choices that we have to make soon. And as a tiebreaker.
Yeah, that's true. You are the tiebreaker. That's definitely Kate. All right. Well, what are you thinking there, P_features? What'd you think?
Very shocking, very exciting, and I'm definitely here for the ride.
Yeah, it was much better than I expected it to be, because I honestly was ready to shit on this book.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I was ready. But I really enjoyed that first issue. And it also ties in so beautifully to the All-In event, as well as... well, we'll save that part.
Yeah.
We'll save that. We'll save that for the spoiler area. But before we get here, let me just read a quick little synopsis on what they on DC released, and then we'll get into more spoiler territory. So, the Heart of Apocalypse has transformed Earth into a hellscape in preparation for the return of Darkseid. The end of the DC universe is here. The Justice League's only chance to defeat Darkseid is to enter a deadly tournament, an epic and over-the-top battle royale that will surprise you. The world's greatest heroes fight to become the champion to enter the ring against Darkseid, but there's a catch. The closer you get to the Heart of Apocalypse, the more it corrupts you, changes you into something dangerous. Which DC character has what it takes to make it to the end? Who is willing to do what it takes to win it all, or even means taking down their friends and family? You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. The fact that they added that.
They wrote that.
The fact that that's in the write-up, I love. But yeah, without last little tidbit before we get into spoiler territory, there is a book just recently that came out. I forget what the name of it is. Maybe I should have looked that up. That came out. It was a flash book that came out right before this. But some of the Justice League Unlimited storyline has been tying into this as well. So this has been set up in a few ways, and I'm going to go ahead and say spoiler alert before I say the big way, because they definitely allude to something at the end there. This is a huge connection to the Absolute Universe. Now, I know we probably knew that going into it. A lot of you are hearing me say that and go, well, that's not a spoiler. It goes all the way back to All In. That was the birth of the Absolute Universe. But they were so coy about making characters in that world kind of cross over and talk to one another. Like for example, we have a Absolute Wonder Woman and Absolute Batman book crossover book coming out for the first time. And it's only because people were going, why aren't these characters meeting? Like, that's why they're making the book. So it seemed as though they were trying to keep things a bit more separate, and maybe up until this moment. So that way it's a little bit more of a spectacle when they actually all get together. But I think fan outcry for how good the Absolute Universe has been has them clamoring for, the Trinity to actually meet, at least within that new Darkseid corrupted world. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they sure as shit show up at the end. We're getting. I said spoiler alert. I said spoiler alert. So okay, let's getting into the actual meat and potatoes of this book. As I just read the breakdown on what to expect, the story opens up with Superman putting on essentially cloth brass knuckles that are woven with tiny mini suns that were pulled out of dying universes. So he's got multiple suns around his knuckles to go into this fight. and everybody was given 7 days. Essentially, the plan. All right, let's
Sounds
back
like
up.
The Ring.
Yeah, let's back up. The book opens with them playing some Justice League board game, and then all of a sudden, Apocalypse shows up and everybody dies. Like everybody dies.
I mean, Darkseid.
Darkseid shows up and everybody dies. Isn't that what I said?
You said
So
Apocalypse.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Darkseid shows up, everybody dies. But this is the Darkseid that we saw in the All In universe, where he's merged with the Spectre and he's got the Omega symbol on his chest.
Yeah.
And that's why this is called K.O, which stands for King Omega, which is who Darkseid currently is. He's possessed by this energy, which essentially allows him to rewrite universes using that Omega energy. And they talk a lot about the Alpha and Omega energies and how a lot of life-giving planets and stuff use Alpha energy, but Apocalypse and Darkseid feed off Omega energy. And when they show up places, they essentially terraform the place down to its molecular level into this new energy signature, which kind of kills everybody. But before even that, he just murks everybody. Before we even get to that part, he shows up and kills everybody. So then all of a sudden everyone wakes up after they were just killed, like it was Until Dawn, and they all kind of get reset 7 days earlier. And Booster Gold and I forget the guy's name, the time traveler
Time
guy.
Trapper is Doomsday.
Time Trapper.
And there's another dude.
And then Gorilla Grodd is there.
Yeah.
But the Time Trapper was the one who set everything back. He essentially moved the timeline back to give the heroes 7 days to prepare for Darkseid's eventually showing up. And the only way someone's going to become powerful enough to defeat Darkseid is they have to allow themselves to become the King Omega. The problem with that is that by absorbing all of that Omega energy, you get closer and closer to the heart of Apocalypse, which is in the earth and is what's essentially terraforming things. The closer you get to that, the more it will turn you into something akin to Darkseid. So you become a ruthless conqueror. So everyone's kind of terrified to actually reach the end of the tournament. And the Heart of Apocalypse is essentially sentient and only wants to pick the, very much like going back to actual Apocalypse, the survival of the fittest almost. Pretty much the most ruthless of the gang who survives until the end will then be bestowed the power to be able to fight Darkseid, but potentially creating something worse than Darkseid.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the premise of the book. And Superman fucking hates it. Superman is not a fan because he doesn't see the competition of it. So, for example, they kind of mention who a lot of the heroes are going to be, but their first trial to get into the tournament is to essentially race these gigantic demon things, and they had to get to this opening, and all they had to do is get to the opening. Only so many people could actually get through the opening to be part of the tournament, and Superman just hangs out at the door fighting these things off to allow more people to get through, because he's not thinking about the tournament and winning to become the person to fight that Darkseid. Go ahead, Feach.
I'm trying not to spoil stuff or say things.
Well, we're
that
in
are
spoiler
spoiled.
territory.
Oh,
You
we're
go
in
ahead.
spoiler territory? Okay.
Yeah,
First
remember,
off, right-
I'm the king of not caring, so spoil away.
Gotcha. So at the point right where Minty was at, when they first entered, because they like have to run that gauntlet, and at this point you kind of get the gist of how the story is going. Exactly what he just said, dude. Billy Batson, and this is where I knew I was in it. Like Billy Batson goes, "Ha! Now we're going to get to see." He's like, "Now, Captain Shazam is really going to like kick your ass now." And then the moment they say go, he just has this giant
Hammer.
This hammer falls on him, and that's it. There
Crushes
is no-
him before he says the word Shazam. He essentially goes, "Who would win in a fight? We finally get to learn who wins in a fight: it's Superman or the Captain?" And Shazam, and then dead.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm in." I wasn't expecting this. That's clear. That's always never the thing you expect with DC Comics, for it to go that route. Especially
I disagree completely.
You
I
think
couldn't
so?
disagree with you more.
with the major characters.
You don't think DC is dark? We just went through Dark Knight's Metal not too long ago.
Yeah, it's not that I don't
Are you
think
kidding
DC
me?
is dark, but this like
Really? Because I remember them strapping Flash to a car. I remember a cyborg Alfred Batman murdering everybody. I remember a Batman Aquawoman drowning the world.
Yes. Now I want you to remember that everything you just like led to Batman, which made me think like if this is a tournament, he's the one that should win. Because I envision Batman as being the most ruthless.
You thought Batman was going to be the one to go up against Darkseid?
That's what I thought.
I even know that's dumb.
No, this is a Superman book through and through. There's a reason it starts with Clark and it ends with Clark. It ends with a different Clark, but it starts with Clark and it ends with Clark. No, this is 100% a Superman book. And we even skipped the 7-day preparation because that was wild. First off, let me just say, this is a very fast-paced book. It's a longer book than you would expect it to be, but it covers a lot of ground.
Yeah.
Like in a short period of time, they round up all the villains. First off, Mr. Terrific has one of the most powerful scenes that is just so hand-wavy. He essentially modifies a bunch of his T-spheres to go around and collect the worst villains on the planet.
Yeah.
Let me say this again. He collects the worst villains on the planet in a night and puts them in the negative zone. He cleans up the world in a night. And then the next day, because they're like, we can't. So essentially they said, okay, these villains, I know this is really, really wrong morally. We shouldn't be just grabbing people and throwing them into cages. But the reason that they're going through and doing that is that they don't have the time with the fact that the end is quite literally 6 days away.
Yeah.
So they're like, the Joker can't be the one to be the King Omega. There's no way in the world Lex Luthor can become King Omega.
No.
So they got to take some people off the board because, God forbid, the Joker would be the person to get that kind of power.
Which, interestingly enough, and sorry to cut you off, they mentioned like all the villains he took off. He said the Watchtower rated them as a power level 6 or greater, and I was like, the Joker is a 6 power level. Like if you had to go off a 1 to 10 scale.
No, but I think the ingenuity of the Joker to be the person to show up at the final scene, because that would be the most Joker move in the world.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden they'd get to the room of the Heart of Darkness and they go to open the door and then all of a sudden one of them gets shot and it's the Joker standing by the door like, did you forget about me? And you're like, how did you get through the other 6 layers of hell to get here? And he's like,
I love
they
the
just
voice you
welcomed me
went
in.
with for Joker. Me?
We're making fly decisions here. Come on, man. But going back to the 7 days, the next thing they do is they partner with every government on the planet and partner with every major corporation to create multiple arcs to evacuate the planet. Evacuate the planet. Now, this is going to be such a big deal that Titans 28 is going to have its own arc all about what the Titans do to evacuate Earth, but they hand wave it. They're just like, and the planet's evacuated. You're like, I feel as though that would take more than a panel or two, but okay, let's just keep this on moving. So by the time the actual fight starts or the tournament is about to start, the planet's empty and most of the villains are gone, right?
Yeah.
So then we get into this big moment that we were talking about where Billy Batson dies and the all just hell's breaking loose. And my favorite, one of the best moments is I forget who it was. It was a bunch of obscure characters that were just getting decimated. And one of them quite literally says, out of my way, I'm an unknown character, so my life's more in danger than yours. Or something along those lines as he's running and trying. Needless to say, he doesn't make it. But there was a lot of obscure characters right in the beginning that get rocked. That's why when it gets to Billy Batson, you're like, oh, well, they're not playing games.
Yeah.
Okay, so we also saw Diana, Bruce, and Clark die right in the beginning as well.
Yes.
Which then leads us to our biggest moment, or our second to biggest moment, which is Batman doesn't make it. So, and not only does Batman not make it, the Joker and those villains somehow get out and jump through the portal. So Lex and all of them are part of the people who make it into the tournament after killing Batman. So Joker kills Batman with a spear through the chest. Now he's in like some crazy, I forget what he called it, some God Killer kind of armor.
Yeah.
But he gets a spear through the chest that of course says bang on it, and is killed by the Joker. So and not only does that happen, but I love that. I thought of you features almost immediately that Joker says, I guess Batman doesn't always win.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, I'm glad they wrote that in there.
It was like, all right, let's get rid of this cannon.
And then all of a sudden we hear from the narrator of the book that the narrator is the Heart of Apocalypse itself, and that none of them are going to win. It says, spoiler alert, not one of the people we've mentioned so far are going to win. And that Darkseid himself is somehow in the mix. He is one of them that no one realizes it's him.
Yeah.
And that he might be the one to win, but I'm going to guess it's going to be one of the absolutes. Because all of a sudden you see, it's still in shadow, you see some recognizable boots, you see the soul armor on a young Clark, and then you see that the gargantuan thighs of absolute Bruce.
So the Batman that's in this is absolute Batman?
Well, the Batman who's in it is dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then Absolute shows up towards the end.
So I'm looking at the bracket here.
Right. And
Yes.
so now that bracket was released before the first issue was.
Oh,
So I think that was just a misdirect. Now, there is a tie-in book called Night Fight, I think, that looks like Nightwing taking over as Batman, fighting somebody else in the Batman outfit. I don't know who it is who's wearing the cape and cowl, who's in this. It almost looks like a weird Azrael, like a dumbed down Azrael costume. Mm-hmm. So I'm not quite sure who this other Batman is, but I'm pretty sure that was Dick Grayson in the normal cape and cowl, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it was a wild first issue.
Yeah.
Really went way deeper in than I thought it was going to be, and I was ready to hate it, but I found myself enjoying it quite a bit, and I'm pretty stoked for the next couple of issues. And I usually don't like these kind of bracket fake tournament Mortal Kombat stories.
Yeah.
But I really like the way that they set it up, and it's obvious it's Superman, but I'm still very intrigued to see how some of these fights go. So why don't we go ahead and let's pull up the bracket, and I want to show you guys something that we came across that I thought was just, what a brilliant idea. Hold on real quick. Share. There we go. So here's the bracket.
Ooh.
And as you can see at the top, the first thing we have is Superman and Giganta, and then we've got Captain Atom and Power Girl, Guy Gardner and Firestorm, Jay Garrick and Cheetah. We got a bunch. But if you go to DC.com, you can actually sign up and make your predictions on who you think's going to win each round. And if you get them all right, if your bracket is across the board correct on each round, then you will be drawn into a future DC comic book. Now, anybody who gets 1, 2, 3, or 4 brackets right, then you will get other prizes like a year of the unlimited, DC Unlimited app. Mm-hmm. There was also a bunch of different kind of covers and stuff like that. But it was kind of a cool idea. I really like the interactive aspect of the book. It makes me think back to when Marvel and DC had their crossover, and you could call in or mail in to vote who you thought would win.
Yeah.
So I like that they're doing this. So why don't we, the three of us, go through the first round and let's see who we think's going to win. I feel like this first one's pretty easy.
Superman.
What do we all go Superman?
Yes.
Superman versus Giganticus?
Without question.
She's
Superman.
not doing a damn thing.
No.
She's not. I mean, and the only reason she might do well is Superman's still not committed.
Yeah,
But the moment that man gets committed or gets a little corruption in him, he's going to take her out at the legs. You know what I mean? And the kneecaps are gone. Like,
yeah, she's not going to stand a chance. Like a focused Superman, like you said,
I don't think there's any explaining.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
you're
it's
right.
Superman on to the next.
That's fair. All right, Captain. This one's more tough. Captain Atom versus Power Girl.
No, it's not.
Well, I mean, I'm going Power Girl, but Captain
too.
Atom. That's
I'm actually going Captain Atom.
all right. Well,
lose.
Power Girl wins.
Power Girl it is.
This is another good one. Guy Gardner, Firestorm. I
Firestorm.
See, I'm a Lantern fan.
I go Guy.
And the reason why I go Guy is that the Green Lanterns have shown they can stop a supernova, and I don't know if Firestorm can reach those kind of levels. I don't know enough about Firestorm, if I'm being honest, but what we've seen the Lanterns do is pretty wild. So, personally, I'm going Guy.
Okay. I mean, it's not far-fetched, but I just never look at Guy Gardner as the character that wins.
Yeah, but don't look at Guy. Look at the Green Lantern ring.
Okay.
Anybody with that ring's doing damage.
Okay.
All right, we're going Guy. All right, next one. Jay Garrick, Cheetah. I mean, I feel like Jay's got this in the bag.
Yeah.
Garrett.
She's fast. But, well, I mean, she is fast, but I don't think she's...
Does she have poison on her clothes?
Even then, I don't know if she's still catching him. I mean, I don't know where I know she ranks very high on the speed list. It was weird. Remember they did that speedster?
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
she was pretty high on the list, which was bizarre because she's up there with speedsters. But I just personally will not believe that. So until they show me Cheetah beat Jay, Jay's winning this. Are we all going Jay?
All agree.
Jay.
All right, Aquaman, King Shark. It's Aquaman. It's Aquaman. Aquaman has kicked the shit out of King Shark multiple times.
He's going to sit him on some moss and have a conversation with him. That's not a fight.
You can control him, right?
They're going to hang out in the coral reef. That's
All right,
it.
we're going Aquaman.
Yeah.
All right, Connor Hawk and Hawkman is a no-brainer. It's Hawkman.
Yeah.
Look, Connor's cool, but even if it was Ollie, he's not doing much to Hawkman.
What if Connor's the heart of?
That's a
Whatever.
good point. That's good. That's what's going to happen. Somebody's going to win that shouldn't, and we're going to go,
Probably
that's
Robin.
Darkseid. That's Darkseid. All right, Hawkman it is. And then Lex Luthor, Black Lightning, is cool as Black Lightning is. It's not Lex Luthor level.
I thought you said he was not in it, Lex.
Well, remember I told you that they got through.
Okay.
Remember they killed Batman. It's at the expense of
Batman's on the list.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that could, but maybe that's Dick Grayson. We don't know who's in the Cape and Cow. We just know that Batman's on the list.
Gotcha. All right, Lex it is.
All right, so the other rounds aren't out yet. So
Aren't they? I'm on the same.
round 2. Oh wait a second. What's the same ones?
No, the whole thing is round 1. All 32.
Oh.
Oh
It's
no,
like,
it didn't let me do all of them.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Here, I'll go back. And bottom of the. Oh yeah, you're right.
I think I
right.
think you have to pick them all.
Okay.
The Demon and Supergirl. This is a tough one, but
Oh,
I kind of want to go the Demon.
So do I, but that's
See, I go Supergirl, so
well,
I mean,
you guys need to
Supergirl's got a
hash it
movie
out.
coming.
Supergirl. Is definitely. Oh, I don't know.
It's tough.
I don't know. Etrigan though.
Supergirl,
And he's gonna rap the whole time. I mean, come on.
Say what?
Oh yeah, Etrigan only speaks in rhyme.
He gonna hit her with bars and hands.
I'm going Etrigan. I'm going Etrigan.
Yeah,
You going Etrigan features?
I'm gonna go Etrigan.
All right, Wonder Woman and Starro. This is a no-brainer for Wonder Woman, I think.
Yeah, Wonder Woman.
All right, this is a tough one. Lobo and Plastic Man. I think this is a good one. But we've seen Lobo's come back from a drop of blood, but I've heard the argument of Plastic Man killing Superman forever in the same way that they were trying to kill him in the Superman movie, that he could just go in through your nose, clog up all your lungs and your breathing passage and just suffocate you to death. But I don't know if you can do that to Lobo, and I feel like Lobo would just snot rocket him out. So that's a tough call. I still want to say Plastic Man though. I think that will be the upset. I think most people will go Lobo, and I think it'll end up being Plastic Man.
Yeah, most people will go Lobo, but I don't know. Outside of the last run of Plastic Man, I don't really know how you actually kill Plastic Man because this is a fight.
How do you
to
kill
death.
Lobo?
Well, Lobo can be killed,
And then he comes back from a single drop of blood.
Right, but is it so? Are the rules of this tournament that they're fighting to the death, or is it
No, you're supposed to beat them. No mercy. It's like the whole thing is no mercy.
okay?
And each round you're going to become more and more corrupted. So as you get closer to the heart of Apocalypse, you are going to become more ruthless.
Plastic Man's winning.
I feel like it's Plastic Man. What are you thinking, Mashko?
I'd say Lobo just from a popularity standpoint.
Well, for that reason, I'm going Plastic Man.
my picks aren't technical at all.
Swamp Thing, Vixen. Vixen's cool, but no match for Swamp Thing.
Yeah, she's not beating the green.
All right, Cyborg, Batwoman. Batwoman's cool. Cyborg's taking
Cyborg takes that.
All right, here we go. Batman, Star Sapphire. Now,
Batman.
If I'm right, this is also Dick Grayson.
Batman.
If it's Dick Grayson, he knows his way around that royal family. Yeah, I'm just saying. So I'm going Batman.
I even got that.
All right, Red Hood, Damian Wayne.
Ooh.
I love
Oh,
Red
man.
Hood. I love Red Hood, but it'll be Damian Wayne.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
There's
Damian
some
Wayne almost
strategery
took out
behind
Dick
this one.
Grayson.
Here's
He
the thing.
almost took out Dick Grayson.
Red Hood is somewhat reformed. Dick Grayson. Damian Wayne he's not really reformed. Like he's just controlling himself right now, but he will kill.
and this is a time that he gets to.
Yes. So I'm going Damian.
I think Damian is good. As much as I'm more of a Red Hood fan than I am a Damian Wayne fan, but I just feel like the tournament that he's in is better suited to Damian than backtracking into his old ways more than you're going to see Jason.
Right.
So
we going.
I'm guessing everybody but Moshko.
What, Damien?
Yeah, we're going Damien.
Yeah, we're going Damien.
Damien.
Unanimous.
Shout
All
out
right.
to Corn.
Oh no, Barda.
Who?
Big Barda. I don't know.
Versus who?
Zatanna. I mean, I feel like it's gonna go Zatanna, but she better not lay a hand on her because Zatanna's not taking a punch from
No.
Big Barda. Like that's. I'm going Zatanna because I always feel like the magic users in DC always kind of come out on top. Like that's the Constantine effect. You know what I mean?
That's
And I really loved her last couple of books. Bringing Down the House was great.
that's tough though.
Yeah, I'm still going Zatanna. What are we saying?
I don't know, Barda.
Mr. Miracle's
Yeah,
wife? Didn't they get married?
yeah,
Maybe I'm wrong.
they were a couple. Yeah, Bart is just like she's like an Amazon from Apocalypse. So I'm gonna go with Zatanna.
Harley Quinn, Metamorpho. Not even a question.
Metamorpho.
I like you, Harley, but not Metamorpho's taking that out pretty quick. All right, well, that's that.
Hit next.
I did hit next. Now it's round 2.
Oh, good.
So round 2 is that means do we already know who wins? Okay, round 2. Here's big old spoiler alert. Superman, Power Girl. That's a tough one.
This is who
Superman.
we picked. This is who we picked.
Oh,
Now
who
it's
we
the next
picked.
bracket.
Oh,
you
gotcha.
don't do the whole NCAA or no.
you-
Sorry,
what?
sports ball. My bad.
Yeah, that's this. We are so outside of my wheelhouse.
DC Madness.
Guy Gardner, Jay Garrick. Ooh.
Guy Gardner.
Yeah, but he can't see Jay.
But what if
Jay's
just
so
traps
fast
him in
to
a big
Yeah,
old
he's got to
ball?
get him, and he can phase through.
All right.
I don't know, man. I don't
I'ma
know.
go
I feel
Jay.
like I think Moshko has a point because Jay's going to have a hard time in the air. Obviously, I mean, I know Barry can pretty much hop on air molecules, but I don't know if Jay can do that. So I almost want to go Guy, as much as it hurts me to do so. What are you thinking?
Guy.
All right, Aquaman, Hawkman.
Ooh.
I'm going Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Land versus or air versus sea.
Yeah, I just Aquaman's strength.
Yeah, strength wise, he'll smack Hawkman.
Lex Luthor over the Demon. Yeah, I feel like he'll have some sneaky way of sending him back to hell. I feel
Yeah.
like Lex takes that. He's too smart.
He knows the rhyme. That's in back.
Oh,
He has his own. Yeah, it's a battle. He's got a verse prepared.
He go ahead and like conceded on Wild and Out. Cut the music.
All right. Plastic Man, Wonder Woman. Oh, it's gonna be Wonder Woman because she's just a better fighter. But
Could have been Wonder Woman Lobo.
yeah, it still would go Wonder Woman. She's a better fighter.
She is, but
I'm going Wonder Woman. What are we thinking?
Wonder Woman.
I Wonder Woman, but like it's.
I still think Plastic Man would still
'Cause-
win, but I think her, especially if she's armed, which she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling she's cutting him in part.
But Plastic Man has taken her down before. This is a whole new thing. I can't even. I always think back to like old times that like they may have had squabbles, but like I can't even. I don't want to draw off that right now.
Swamp Thing and Cyborg, nature and technology. I think in Swamp
Thing.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing.
So I'm thinking he will make roots grow from all his technological parts.
Ooh, Dick Grayson, Damian Wayne. I'm gonna
See
go.
that coming, did you?
It's gonna be Batman.
Batman.
Unless Damien.
He already beat him.
Darkseid.
Yeah.
Unless Damien's Dark Side. That's a fair point. All right, Zatanna Metamorpho. Oh, that's a good one.
Go Metamorpho.
A Metamorpho would be more fun, but I still think Zatanna's got it.
Yes, until somebody covers her mouth. And I think Metamorpho can do
I mean, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Okay. All right. Superman, Guy Gardner, Superman.
Yeah.
It's going to just end with Superman. We already know this.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor, Aquaman. I'm going Lex.
Yeah.
Aquaman has him beat every other way except for he has time to prepare. And he's also 3 rounds in, so this is a Lex who's really wants him dead.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, Arthur would want him dead as well. I just think Lex is probably prepared for that moment before this tournament ever took place.
See, if this was Aquaman with the harpoon on his hand, then I would have said Aquaman. But no, Lex got this.
Ooh, Wonder Woman Swamp Thing is good. God, I still want to give it to Wonder Woman, even though Swamp Thing.
You know what? You got to go Wonder Woman.
I feel like it's Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
The only caveat to that is I don't think the green should be corrupted.
Yeah, that.
She wins.
Oh, that's
by
a
caveat.
good point. I wonder if he just wouldn't get corrupted.
Yeah.
Batman Metamorpho is still Batman.
Yeah.
Even if it's Dick Grayson, it's still
It's
Batman.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't always win, apparently. All right, Superman, Lex Luthor. There you go. It's got to be Superman.
He soups.
Oh, Batman, Wonder Woman. I almost would. If it's Dick Grayson, I'm giving it to Wonder Woman.
Ooh.
I mean, as good as Dick is, I don't think he's prepared.
No, he's not. He's got hands, but his hands ain't like Bruce's. And
Sorry.
Did we say Dick too many times for you, Moscow? Is that what happened?
Hey, man, juvenile humor. It's a wonderful thing.
All right, are we going Wonder Woman? Wow, look how quiet you both got. I know it's hard to do.
it is.
I don't know. Is it Dick
Are
or
you?
not?
Are you guys both going? Are you going? Well, I'm saying Wonder Woman. If you both say Batman, it's Batman.
No, it's no.
It's Wonder Woman.
It's Wonder Woman.
Because
She's got that
okay,
lasso
and I have a
shit.
caveat.
All right,
to that
Wonder
too.
Woman versus Superman.
See, it always comes down to this shit.
Yeah, but see, what we have learned in multiple times is that, remember when, I don't know if this is still
Man.
canon or not, remember those bracelets
Yep.
used to come off and she would go berserk mode and like break his bones?
I want to go Wonder Woman.
So we just went through this whole thing forgetting, at least I did, that they get more corrupt
Yes.
as
Yeah.
you go on and on and on. So some of these people may develop other means of decimating people.
Yeah, well, I mean, as we saw, the heroes come together and evacuate a planet in less than a week
Yeah.
and take out all the villains. Well, at least they thought they did. Just imagine what they would do if their goal was to conquer. I still think a bloodlusted. Yeah, I feel like we'll see by the end of this, but I feel like Superman's going to do a pretty good job of holding himself back until this moment,
Yeah.
right? And in this moment, he's still going to be held back. And then if he is going up against Wonder Woman, if we were correct, Wonder Woman, on the other hand, is, I bet you, Injustice Wonder Woman at this point.
Right.
And she's brutal. And I bet you Superman still wins. And that's the moment he's like, all right, I'm all in. He had to take out Wonder Woman. I'm all in.
Yeah.
And now he's corrupted. And
But all right, so here's the thing. I think, and this is like, obviously it's Superman, but I think like because of his will, that'll probably keep him from going off the deep end as far as the corruption piece goes. And
he'll bring himself back at the very end, but I
Yeah.
think he'll succumb to it for the fight against Darkseid.
okay.
And then it'll be a struggle getting him to not be the one to take over and destroy everything. It'll be like bringing the big guns, and Lois shows up. No. All right, are we saying Superman because of course it's Superman?
Yeah, Superman.
2-1.
There it is. All right, I will finish this out. And that's it. There we go. We did it. We went through, we made our predictions. Let's see how right we are. But I do think that this is a win for DC, as much as I was ready to say what a dumb idea. And I mean, it's Scott Snyder, man. Joshua Williamson is involved as well. But, Scott Snyder,
Oh, okay.
man,
I'm
he did a
behind
great job.
Scott Snyder.
He did a great job. It was a lot of fun. It's a really good read. I strongly urge everyone that this is a DC event worth checking out.
Yes, 100% agreed. And I'm
All right.
not even a DC guy.
Let's see if we nail it. I mean, we probably didn't, but let's find out, because again, we don't know who Darkseid is, and that probably changes everything.
It's Metamorpho.
It's Metamorpho.
He's taking the cake.
I mean,
Well, but we don't even know how the absolutes, because apparently they are they are the horsemen of Apocalypse for Darkseid.
that's crazy.
So they are fighting on behalf of Darkseid. So I don't know what the hell that means. And I'll tell you what, Dick Grayson is not prepared for absolute Batman.
No, but he might be a better fighter, though.
It doesn't matter. We've seen what he's gone up against, and he still has the venom injections.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So this absolute Batman's gonna be a monster, and he's. I mean, look. Think of his Joker.
Okay.
Think of the Joker that just killed our Batman, and think of his Joker.
You're right.
Like this, they're not prepared for this dude at all.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't wait for the crossover with Wonder Woman for her. Like, hold on, what are you fighting? Because those seem like Wonder Woman villains at this point.
Oh.
All right. Well, go get it.
Check it out.
Go buy the book because it is 100% worth your time. Even if I didn't even give you everything, there's a lot more into this book that, like, there's a Flash tie-in that probably explains why Wally and Barry aren't there.
That was Justice League Omega Act, I think it was called.
Oh,
Right
that's the tie-in that has Flash on the cover.
Yeah.
I guess it's just Wally now. Because didn't Barry retire after All In?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
And that's Booster Gold coming back from All In. He was like it turns out he spent like an eon in the Absolute Universe.
Yeah.
He's got the big beard. And he's like, I've seen some shit, man. So there's a lot more into the book because it's a thick boy, but it is 100% worth your time. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that thing. I think we need to wrap it up. It's 40 minutes, and this was supposed to be 15.
Hey, man, it's the bracket. We had to break down the bracket.
You had to tell me how a bracket worked. Anyway, you can find the show at That Comic Podcast everywhere online. It's at That Comic Podcast at your social media choice, unless it's X/Twitters, whatever you're still calling it, which is That Comic Pod. But again, That Comic Podcast is the best place to go. And once again, I'm Minty.
And our features.
And I'm Moshko.
Smash that like button, hit the bell, and do all the things that every YouTuber you've ever watched tells you to
all
do
the
because
stuff.
that's what we need over here because that's what we're trying to grow. So all of my podcasters out there who listen, I need you also to go over to YouTube and give us a little subscription, a little subarino.
Ding.
All right, deuces.
Excelsior.
That's that, huh?